Even if you're an individual that isn't super into it, it's not about you. It's about the audience. People are out and about. People are doing different things. They're a little bit more excited. There's a rush going on. There's a different energy in the air. So take advantage of that. If you're not using trending sounds, like I heard Mariah Carey a million times, that's a very simple way. You can get some nice video clips, put it together, and then put some trending holiday audio to it. Who knows? That could put it in front of a whole new set of people just because you chose a trending audio. What you don't need to have 1 million followers. The numbers in social media in general really depend on your goals, honestly. With most businesses, you don't need millions or even hundreds of thousands of followers.
As you know, podcasting and social media go hand in hand, so I had to bring back one of my besties, Brittany from Fun Love Media, to talk about all things holiday season and 2026 on this episode of Your Mic. Brittany, let's run this through.
Okay, I'm ready.
I am a business owner. I hate social media, and it's the holiday season. Whoop-dee-doo. And I want nothing to do with social media, but I know that I've got to do the hard thing. So what is the first hard thing that I should do?
First of all, go ahead and embrace the fact that you need to be posting on social media during the holiday season, especially, well, all year, okay? But especially during this time of year, because it's festive and fun. I know not everybody agrees. Do you like the holiday season? I like it.
Am already wearing my holiday shirts.
Yeah?
Not right now,
do you have a Santa
but
Claus tie? Or?
I don't have a Santa Claus tie, but I will tell you real quick that I've got a Home Alone, which, as you know, is a Christmas movie. And then I have a Hawaiian shirt with Santa Claus topless on a surfboard.
Oh, we love it.
Not Miss Santa.
Topless Santa.
Not Mrs. Santa.
Right.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. I love a topless Santa. That's great.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we're on the same page there.
We are.
So we happen to love this time of year. I understand not everybody does, but the bottom line is that it is a festive time of year. It is. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. There's lots of events and happenings. Also, it's like a different kind of schedule for people. People are probably scrolling more than what they normally would be. Like, who's not at Thanksgiving with the family on like later on in the afternoon, and you're just sitting around and like your annoying Uncle Charlie is over here and you really don't want to talk to him, so you're scrolling your phone instead, right? People are on their phones.
I like Uncle Charlie, by the way.
Yeah,
just kidding.
I love a Charlie. Any Charlie. No offense, Uncle Charlie. But the point is that it's a great time to take advantage and also to have some fun with your content.
Okay, so this podcast for podcasters is holiday themed. You can do holiday themed stuff around your business.
Yeah.
Like Santa theme, reindeer. And it doesn't even have to be Santa or reindeer. It could be like, I don't know, freaking wreaths and lights and
it could be
gingerbread, snow,
Yeah.
even though we get none in Texas.
Exactly. You want to embrace that. Again, even if you're an individual that isn't super into it, it's not about you. It's about the audience.
Right.
And so we want to go ahead and just take advantage of this time of year and it is what it is. And people are out and about. People are doing different things. They're a little bit more excited. There's a rush going on. There's a different energy in the air. So take advantage of that. And you can take like trends and things. I mean, even like from television, like what was the, is it the Hershey Kisses that were like the little bells on the commercial every year?
So,
we've all seen these things, right?
The iconic Coca-Cola commercial.
And the Coca-Cola commercials. And some of them are pretty simple, Take from those things and get ideas for your business and how you can create some like fun video content for the holidays.
Thank you for saying that, because here's an idea, and this could even be used for podcasters too, is that if you have an awesome idea and it's rather evergreen, this is something that I did back in my radio days, reuse it next year and the year after that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you are going to this holiday season, you're going to go ahead and do this, and let's say you're going to make 4 short form videos for your business that are holiday themed, then use them every year until you get tired of using them.
Yes.
For sure. You know, because it's not true evergreen necessarily because it's in relation to a specific time of year, but it is for that time of year.
Right.
So use them over and over and over.
Right. So what, in terms of specific tactics for somebody, let's say on Instagram, because you're huge on Meta. You're meta on Meta, Instagram.
Mega on Meta.
Mega on Meta. And so
Love you, Meta.
what is a what is just one tactic that you found is working for your clients at Fun Love Media that you like to do, that's relatively simple, that's high leverage for somebody who's a solopreneur or maybe doing at least 80% of the thing?
Something that's high leverage that's pretty simple. First, if you're not using trending sounds, first of all, especially with holiday stuff, like we've all heard Mariah Carey a million times or whatever, but
I've never heard that song. What are you talking about?
It's time. I can't do it. I can't get it. But, I would say that's a very simple way. So, for example, if you have, let's go with a coffee shop, and you do need to keep it simple, you're really busy, and you're a business owner, but you can get some nice video clips of just a few moments that morning of somebody making the coffee and somebody grabbing the coffee and that kind of thing. Put it together and then put some trending holiday audio to it, because that in itself is just a simple thing you're doing, and you're looking on the trending, like if it's on Instagram, and you can usually tell the little arrow, the trending arrow, but if you're seeing it a lot in your feed, it's popular right now. Right. That's a simple thing to do. You add that, and who knows, that could put it in front of a whole new set of people just because you chose a trending audio. So that's one really, really easy example of something you could do this time of year.
Okay. For somebody who's just starting, kind of piggybacking on what you said, they're a business owner and they realize, oh, well, yeah, I do need to start social media. It just happens to be the holiday season, and they're starting at ground zero. They're just base level, but they're intimidated. I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do I need, in order to be successful this holiday season, I need to have 1,000. Why do I sound like Mrs. Doubtfire? 1,000 or 1,000,000 followers in order to be successful?
Well, Mrs. Doubtfire, let me just tell you, no, you don't need to have 1,000,000 followers. And also the numbers in social media in general really depend on your goals. Honestly, it's very custom. So if somebody tells you it's just this way, or it should only be this way,
just go viral.
Yeah. Just go viral, or you don't even want to go viral. That's horrible. Both of those are wrong for it's all custom. It all depends upon the goals, right? But I would say for most businesses, you don't need millions or even hundreds of thousands of followers, or sometimes even tens of thousands of followers.
Seems like that would be a delivery issue at that point.
It would be a delivery issue.
Right.
And I have this thing that I created, it's the 3 Fs, because I love an F word, and it's it's for real.
I've never heard you say F words, by the way.
It's never. It's a focus, find, and force. There's different levels of how you would approach.
Focus, find, and force?
Yeah, that's different levels of how you would approach social media. If you're trying to understand what you're saying, you're trying to understand, how much do I do? How much do I post? What am I doing? How hardcore do I go? That kind of thing. And basically in a few seconds, it's, focus is smaller, find is in the middle, and force is huge. You're a force on the internet kind of thing.
Omnipresent.
And so it depends upon your goals. So somebody, business, brand, whatever, that needs to reach tons and tons of people in order to accomplish their goals, because there are some like that, then you're a force. So it needs to be much more aggressive. You're creating more content. You're sharing it more. You're doing all the growth strategies and tactics and stuff like that. But like you said, the delivery issue would be there for most businesses, because most businesses aren't a force. Most businesses, you just need a certain amount of business to be able to be what you would consider to be successful, meet payroll, all the things that we need to do. And so you act accordingly depending upon your goals. So if you aren't going viral all the time this holiday season, and you are a coffee shop that's local and you have one location, it's okay. Because if you did, I don't know, what if those 1,000,000 people lined up out your door? That would be exciting, but it would also...
Or even 1,000.
what are you going to do with them?
500 is a lot.
Yes, 500 is a lot.
Yeah.
So think about it that way. Give yourself a break. If you're a local business and you only need a certain amount of business to really help support your goals, then cool. Calm down. Take a beat,
Yeah. All right, I want to play devil's advocate for just one quick second.
I'm
All
ready.
right. So, but Brittany, I have just heard about why you should just go viral all the time, and that's just really what I want, even though you know that it's not the right thing. So let's keep going with the coffee sort of the coffee shop owner example.
Okay.
So I need to go viral, and I wish I can agree with you, even though I really do. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone wants to go viral, because that would be enjoyable in the process. They like to create content and they are willing to put forth the energy and effort and they want to just because that's fun. Cool. I don't care who you are. Go for it. Right.
Yeah.
Like we should do what we think is fun. And you never know where it will lead. But like, if you're obsessing over that because you think that that's the specific thing you need to accomplish your goals as the owner of the coffee shop, you're mistaken, right? The one coffee shop, like we said, is not going to serve thousands of people in one day or whatever. So that's where the difference is. It's the individual. If the individual, because a lot of people really want to go viral and have these huge numbers just because like it sounds very exciting to them. But that's probably the truth. And if that's the truth, that's the truth. But like you have to know where to separate that from, is it really about making money in my business?
Right.
Or is it just because I wanted to do it and it was cool?
You just want to do it. It's like it's a goal.
Yeah. Like if it's just like a cool thing you want to do, cool. But
I finished the 5-pound cheeseburger and I got the t-shirt.
Exactly. No, it's so true. And I mean, I think it's really fun and you should celebrate it if you get the big numbers. I don't think you should be. I think it's great. Embrace it. But like, it's not really always what your business needs.
Right.
Yeah.
And or would want.
Right. And it takes a lot though. See, that's the thing. People say, well, why not? Well, it's just that to go viral, or even, let's just say even like miniature viral, multiple times, not even all the time. It takes consistent, aggressive, organic social media effort. Like
You're talking like brutal violence, like 3 times a day?
Well, maybe not 3 times a day, but at least every day. For sure, to really like up your odds of reaching that, right?
Which is a lot for a small business owner.
It's a lot for a small business owner. Right. So again, if that's just a personal goal of yours and you want to experiment and try to have fun with it, great. But if you're really just trying to stick to what you need to support your business, you don't need to post every single day. You do need to post more than once a week. You do need to be strategic about it and make sure that it provides some sort of value to the people that you want to come buy your stuff. And you do want it to be engaging, exciting enough to stop the scroll in those first 2 seconds.
First 2 seconds.
No pressure.
Where have our attention spans gone?
I know. But it's so true. We all know it. We're all scrolling.
Yeah.
We're all scrolling. You got to catch their attention really, really quickly.
Yeah. Omnipresence. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the gurus on LinkedIn and even on Instagram and even some of the podcasts that I listen to about social media will tell you, you only need one. You and I are in agreement about this.
Yeah.
If you could be everywhere on both your personal brand and on your company brand.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think it's sustainable. I think if you use a little bit of AI to assist with it, but as far as creating the actual organic content. And so what you all do at Fun Love Media, a lot of B-roll, a lot of photos and videos. And so talk about that and how being your own B-roll can help you be omnipresent.
Oh yeah. B-roll is which is supplemental video footage, essentially, if we need to define it. I mean, in a simple way. So if, like you and I, if we have a camera over here and it's filming us from the side, that's our B-roll. It's like extra stuff, in case somebody didn't know. But that does come in really handy because that's simple. It does take usually more work for someone to like talk on camera and teach something or show you how to do something, right? We all know that.
Right.
So if you can capture that extra supplemental footage, you're right. You can still create more content and be more places. But the bottom line is that whether you're talking about B-roll or anything else, if you're going to put forth the effort, especially right now in this time of short form video, and it's not just taking, but taking a couple of photos isn't as hard as creating a couple of videos. We all know that. If you're going to put forth the effort and energy and everything, and maybe even money, if you have hired help doing it, why are we only going to post it one place? Like, let's go ahead and get it a second place. You got to meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
And I think that you don't have to necessarily have the same aggressive approach everywhere. You don't have to post like 5 times a week on every platform or anything, but like choose a couple and be there at least. And then also go ahead and optimize your accounts on all of them so you have that presence elsewhere, even if you're not like always posting there. So either way, B-roll or not, you put forth the effort to make the content, post it more than one place.
Okay. So now we got the coffee shop owner.
Yes.
Fewer than 100 followers. And they're like, okay, I'm a fan of what Brittany is saying because I'm not going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
What to? What two platforms?
In general, I mean, I can actually give you a general answer. It's probably, maybe, I don't know if everybody's gonna like this
That's
or not.
all right.
But if someone said, no matter what kind of brand it is, if I had to just pick two platforms right now in the current time, I would always pick Facebook and Instagram. I would always pick those first if it's for most cases. But it also depends upon what kind of business it is and who your customer is and stuff like that. So there's LinkedIn and TikTok and YouTube, of course, but I think that you choose based upon where you think your people are. And I know that maybe not everybody knows where the people are. That also takes experimentation over time, right?
Well, okay. So I want to ask you, because this sort of piggybacks on that. I have my assumption is that you pick Facebook and Instagram because you can always sign up for a business account, like Meta Business.
Well, because
and
they're
link everything.
I think they're the most prominent ones in the U.S.
Most prominent ones
for like a consumer, like if like we're talking about coffee shop.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then like TikTok. So they're the ones responsible for the TikTokification of all things internet content and responsible for our 90% loss in attention span.
Yes, that 2 seconds grabbing the attention, it's TikTok's fault.
How much harder is it to try and do anything on TikTok compared to Instagram?
I don't know if I would call it harder or easier, but I will say that historically TikTok is like, we would kind of like call it the Wild West of social media at Fun Love Media. TikTok is its own beast, is its own little world. You could exist in TikTok as a brand and be humongous and be what people call TikTok famous, whether it's a business, a person, whatever, and have an Instagram account with like 42 followers. And you could have millions.
Really?
It's more likely that that's the case rather than vice versa. Because TikTok is just like its own little world, right? And people that put forth the effort can be big everywhere. Yeah. It's just that like it's a thing. So that's why I say I don't know if it's harder. It's just different on TikTok, and they have their own little things, their own little trends, their own little inside jokes.
Like LeBron James is LeBron James in the NBA, but he's not going to be worth a crap in the NFL.
Yeah. It's very, very similar.
Wow.
And it doesn't always happen, but it happens to a lot, especially people that put forth a lot of effort on TikTok. And it just doesn't translate to the other apps all the time. Yeah. So that's the only thing that really kind of makes it hard, is that if you really, like, if you want to prioritize TikTok, and which some people should, depends on their audience and who they're trying to reach, but you really need to like play the TikTok game in order to see if you want bigger numbers. If you don't, and you just want to have a presence there, again, just make sure you have your account, you post some things sometimes, and at least you're like existing in that world, Wow. It's wild. TikTok is wild. The whole thing.
Hives.
I know. It's crazy.
Okay. Brittany from Fun Love Media, before we wrap, there's something special you've got in the works that you and I have talked about. Can we talk about it without giving the specifics and be like kind of vague?
Yeah, we can talk about it. I forgot we were going to talk about this. I just remembered as soon as you said it. That's why I was smiling. So I'm excited to share that I am going to launch a new show. I had a show for 5 years. I had a podcast called the Social Sunshine Podcast. I'm super proud of having that show. 5 years.
500 episodes or something?
It's 5 years.
5 years.
It's hundreds of episodes, but we put out an episode, my team and I at Fun Love Media, every single week for 5 years. We literally never missed a week. And it was really this good practice also, and like discipline and delivering things and consistency. But it was all about social media, because that's the specialty at my company and what we do. But I have a new show that I'm going to launch in 2026 that's not about social media, and it's about life, and it's going to be really, really fun, and I cannot wait to share more.
I am excited because I've heard all the goods about what it's going to be about. Yeah.
And maybe you'll make an appearance.
Maybe.
Or 2 or 20.
It's going to be, hey, I'm down for it. All I've got to say, and I know that we're kind of being a little esoteric here, but it's going to be a super, super fun podcast. Unlike anything that I've heard of. I'm sure, there are hundreds of thousands of podcasts, but Brittany is one of my closest friends, and I think this is quite possibly one of the most original ideas for a show that I've heard. She's been in development with it for more than just 5 minutes. I think you and I have been talking about this for a few weeks now. So
we've been talking about it for a while, and it's just been something for months that I've been planning and researching and really trying to do my due diligence to like make it a really, really great show. And I want to deliver for the people that are in our age range, people in midlife, because it's a really, really cool place to be, but there's also a lot of weird stuff going on. And I just think it's about time to have some real conversations and just laugh together and like either continue the zest for life that we have or rediscover it.
There you go. Brittany, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Freddie Cruz.